Bartending as a craft is back in a big way. It's been around for hundreds of years, but today we are experiencing a renaissance of mixology like we have never seen before. It's everywhere. You can get a great cocktail in a cocktail bar, sure, but today you can get a handcrafted cocktail made with seasonal ingredients in your local neighborhood bar, in a club, a sports bar, a hotel. It's become a lot easier to get a decent drink. It's become essential that great restaurants not only have to have a cocktail menu, but now they're matching those cocktails with food. Today, it's all about techniques, the proper tools, classic recipes, house-made bitters, artisanal distillation, and you are making these cocktails at home. Some people say it's an art form. We have hand-selected 15 of the greatest bartenders in America working in the best cocktail bars in New York City, and they are going to compete for $25,000. Welcome to the Bartender.
And then there was the Madras, which was used with grapefruit, orange, and then a float of cranberry on top. So these breeze drinks were good looking, refreshing. They were adult, they were tart.
I'll strain that over fresh ice. Take my soda and top this one up. Got yourself a delicious Tom Collins, cool, refreshing. Some people think of that as only for summertime. I like it all the time.
Five bartenders are here to compete for the right to move on. One will be sent to the service bar. One will be sent home. Let me introduce the judges. First of all, Mr. Dale DeGroff, King Cocktail, a founding partner of Beverage Alcohol Resource, the man that many consider the instigator of this renaissance with his program at the Rainbow Room. Julie Reiner, one of the great mixologists of our country and also the proprietor of 3 of New York City's greatest cocktail bars. And finally, my partner, Mr. Andy Seymour, partner at AKA Wine Geek, a founding partner at Beverage Alcohol Resource. Andy, why don't you tell us a little bit about this competition?
Thanks, Steve. All right, so what are we looking for? A great bartender. What does that mean? Obviously, you need to be able to make a great drink, and we'll be looking at those things. The balance, the texture, how it tastes, how it looks when it comes out to the bar. The real basics and nuts and bolts of making a cocktail, we'll be breaking every single one of them down. But being a bartender is more than a great drink. It's your personality, making people feel great at your bar. Probably the most important thing a bartender has to do is that, make you feel like you belong, like you're part of the team. So we'll be judging the personality. We'll be judging their knowledge, their ability to be creative, but also know the classics and how to work those two together. The ability to think on your feet is being done back here by bartenders every single night, and we're gonna be seeing how each one of these competitors does that. And then we'll put a little pressure on them. Obviously, there's gonna be some speed and some time because there's pressure behind the bar every night. You gotta make cocktails for thirsty customers and make them happy. Yeah, that's pressure. So we'll be making sure that they can handle that situation. And when you can do all that, then you can be called the bartender.
Anything could happen. I mean, I'll be curious to see how the judges are going to break that down.
Absolutely.
Well, if you're really curious, you're just going to have to come back because next week is the week. Next week is the week where we break down the first 3 episodes. 5 bartenders on each of 3 episodes. From each episode, 3 of the 5 will move on. 1 of them is going home. And 1 bartender in each episode is going to be relegated to the service bar where they have a chance to hone their skills and perhaps be the one that works their way back into the mix. Because where we're going, 10 bartenders will compete for the right to be called the bartender, for the right to take home the grand prize of $25,000. And if you want to know who those 10 are, you're going to have to come back Next week is the week where we break it all down, we reveal the judges' choices, and you will find out who's moving on and who's going home, and who will fight for the right to be the bartender.